Hey everybody, this is Sophie from Hotspawn, and we're here at the Starladder Budapest Major on Grand Finals Day with Freya. How are you doing today?
I'm excellent. There's nothing like Championship Sunday for a major. It only happens twice a year, so yeah, loving life.
That's exactly
right now.
it. Have you had any chance to enjoy Budapest at all?
Yeah, actually, we've had like a decent amount of rotation. Obviously, Tech Girl was here before, so we kind of did half shifts. So I've been out and done a cruise on the river, went up to some of the Christmas markets as well.
Lovely.
Discovered I love mulled wine. So
okay.
never had it before. It's amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Budapest is beautiful.
Absolutely. What about the Hungarian food?
Yeah, I've been enjoying some goulash. They do that very well here.
Yep.
It's been mostly catering, I'm not going to lie. It's been fine, but it's not been super Hungarian. So yeah, just had some soups and stuff here and there.
Absolutely. Okay, great. So the first thing I wanted to ask you was, it's about Counter-Strike majors. They are, of course, like the pinnacle of Counter-Strike. Every player wants to win a major. But I wondered what that is like for a talent. Is a CS major the pinnacle for talent as well?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's crazy. We were just talking about it in the green room, like how many between us that we've done, and obviously, it's been kind of different years that we were all starting from. Jacob was a little bit before myself and Maui. Obviously, Devil Walk's now back. It was nice to do PGL Antwerp, I think it was, with him. So he's had a little bit of a hiatus, but it's kind of the purest form of CS, right?
Yeah,
Obviously, there's little tweaks here and there that might need to happen with, stage 1, 2, and 3, and how that all works. But it is, I don't know, it's kind of the biggest, along with Katowice and Cologne, it's kind of where you feel like the biggest community coming together for CS, right? And particularly the arena and the fans here, surprisingly, no bias towards MAUs, like actually the other way, which is wild. So yeah, it's kind of like I don't know, it just feels like a big party for the community, and happening at the end of each season as well is perfect. So, yeah,
it's the perfect way to say. I thought this about the Hungarian crowd as well. I thought everyone would be super behind Torji, but
I guess not.
We cheer for good Counter-Strike, what can I say? Okay, so talent is, you guys really help to bridge the gap between the players and the fans, I think. So what do you think is the most important role for talent in the community and the ecosystem for Counter-Strike?
In terms of, what do you mean by role?
Like, what's the most important way that you can sort of bring pro Counter-Strike to the fans?
I see. Okay. I think it's funny. We were just talking about this as well. Like, kind of the bridge that we have between community and players is something that I think is important for us to be able to show the players in their best light, right? I think there's always discussions about the analysis desk and whether it's okay to critique players, whether it's okay to critique performance, which I think it is, right? We're in a competitive game, like after all, and everybody wants to be the best. If you're a player, you're not content with a subpar performance. So I think it's fine to call that out, but I think it's about offering a platform to the players to display their truest self, right? Whether that's as people within interviews, when I'm doing the interviewer role, or whenever we get a player up on the desk, it's about giving them a platform to succeed, right? Or in-game, and being able to highlight those kind of achievements. And I think that's what's something that's really special about, particularly at majors, is being able to look back at the history of certain players, like for Carrigan and Apex, being able to kind of go through the litany of majors that they've competed in, maybe not won, but just how much impact they've had on the scene. So yeah, I think that's kind of, I kind of see that as our main role, right? It's we are essentially the everymen who have been lucky enough to get into this position and be able to kind of give it to the world. So yeah, I guess that's kind of an answer.
It's kind of similar to journalism in that way. I'm like, we're just nerds with cool jobs,
exactly.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So I wanted to look forward a little bit to next year.
Yes.
Over the last couple of years, we've seen the Counter-Strike calendar get more and more and more packed, even with international events, more so than other games, I would say. And now we're getting to the point where they're starting to kind of clash, especially like IEM Krakow is going to finish the day before PGL starts.
Yes.
So I wondered how that impacts you guys, because obviously this has a huge impact in the team's participation, but what about from a talent perspective?
It's a really good question, and it's something that I do get asked a lot, because I'm obviously more heavily affiliated with some TOs, and other talent more so with others. I think that's perfectly fine. I think each TO should have their own identity, and they should have certain talent that they see as going, okay, we want it to be more like this rather than like this. Like Blast, for example, they like to, they use a lot of TV people behind the scenes. They like things to be, looking a lot more polished. There's certain people that have skills into that, whereas ESL Pro League is much more about the fun and things looking a little bit rough around the edges, which is amazing too. And I think it's important that those can all coexist in the scene. Obviously, just with the limited time in the calendar, like it's literally 10 months of the year, right?
Yeah.
2 months off. It's inevitable that there will be clashes, but I think it's important for you to associate yourself with TOs that align with your identity ultimately.
Yeah.
I get a lot of questions for people asking me, why don't you work with certain TOs? It's like, A, the clashes you can't, but B, it's totally fine. There's other people that are out there that are desk hosts, that are interviewers, that offer something different, and that competition is healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Instead of just having a monopoly over the entire experience.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, I just had one last question for you, which is, I would just love to know about who your favorite talent are to work with. Who would be in your ultimate Hall of Fame? What desk would you absolutely love to work on?
Oh, that's such a tough question. I've really enjoyed working with Dupree this year. He is... I kind of said it at the end of Rivals to round it out, but because he was part of a team for so long, not saying that the talent team isn't like that, but he was part of one of the greatest teams in all of Counter-Strike. He knows what it is to be a team player, right? Aside from what he brings to the desk, like, we're leaving the green room, he's never leaving anybody behind. He's making sure we're all on the shoulders together, like he's asking us to do activities and stuff. You can see that real team vibe with him, just to give a little peek behind the curtain. But I also think what he does on the desk is excellent, and it's very rare that we get a player that has been so recently competing. Obviously that changes with the more you do desks, the less you've competed, and with his retirement this year, but he offered a very, very unique insight into a lot of the more up-to-date Counter-Strike meta as well. And this might be a crazy, controversial take. I don't even want to use that word, but I worked with Thorin back at Flashpoint a lot. I was very new, I was very green, so I wasn't ready to kind of be able to bring out, and react to some of Thorin's opinions and stuff. But I've loved doing, being guest on his podcast and stuff. So I would very much enjoy to work with him.
Okay.
Again, that would be great. Obviously, I love working with Maori and Pim and stuff. I get to work with them all the time. No shade to them. But
No, of course.
Yeah, if I could have a real random grab.
Yeah,
it would be Thorin back on the desk. That would be fun.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.